Hello and welcome to Bay Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, an intuitive card reader, and a visionary. This evening I'm here to do the weekly reading for the week of May 17th through to the 23rd, 2017 for the sign of Capricorn. Alright, so let's get started. So this evening, this week, I'm burning my intuitive candle from intuitivecandles.com. They're 100% soy-based. They're not harmful to your health. And when the wax melts down, there are beautiful reveals that are gifts for you. All kinds of beautiful stones. So it's imperial sandalwood is what I'm burning here. So go to intuitivecandles.com. You think you'll get addicted to them. And the reveals, that's just a hoot. Sometimes you gotta wait for that wax to melt down quite a ways. You gotta burn a lot, and there it is. And then you're trying to make it happen. I've done all kinds of weird things to make the wax melt. Anyways, enough of that. Okay, so now we're going to do our smudge. I received a shipment of Colorado blue white sage. And this is what I've got. I don't know if you guys can see those long things, right? One right here. There's another over there. There's a couple there and a couple here. But those are smudge sticks, and they're still drying behind me. I received this shipment from a reader. I forget where I'm at times. I'm not in my blog. From a viewer here in the channel who grows and cultivates a lot of her own food and whatnot. And she grows, cultivates, and creates her own smudge sticks using blue-white sage. And it came out of Colorado. I am highly impressed. I've never in my life smelled this smell. It's a first. There's almost an after minty scent to it as well. I don't know. Anyway, so what I've been doing is, because, like she said in her email when they arrived, to maybe let them dry out a little bit. So in order, because I can't wait, I've been snipping it off with scissors and adding it to my cedar, my grandpa's beer, my little bit of tobacco here. There's no sweetgrass at the moment, but it's coming. It's growing. It's starting to break the ground. I miss my sweetgrass. It just doesn't seem the same without it. For those of you unfamiliar to smudging, I'm going to get it started here. This is an indigenous custom practiced by the indigenous peoples of North America. They've been doing this for years. This is a highly sacred act, and I borrow this tradition from them with all the respect in the world. This is a cleansing ceremony that cleanses out your energies. It kills 95% of the airborne bacteria in your home as well. And it really invigorates. It just lifts. And I do this for every reading because I want clean energies. I don't want any residuals left over from the reading before when I'm doing them back to back like this. This refreshes me, refreshes the cards, and it refreshes the atmosphere as well. All right, so we set it afire, and when the flame dies out, it will smolder, and that's when the smudge begins. And this is like having a campfire right in the palm of your hand. Weenies and hot dogs, anybody? Hot dogs and marshmallows, s'mores. Don't worry, it's not going to burn that long. For the rest of you that don't want this smudge, just scroll ahead right to the reading. You think I know you don't do that? It's all good. I explain every time about the smudges because I'm surprised. I'm getting asked a lot about the smudges. Ah, that's so nice. And people are interested, but they've never heard of it or seen it before. And I was just surprised. So I go through the trouble to explain what it is for those that don't understand. This is a gift up to the Creator, and also great thanks for these gifts of the smudge as well. This is for you, Capricorn. All right, there we go. We'll just let that smolder. And the Imperial Sandalwood with it, the smells in this room right now are amazing. Okay, so all we have to do is get the shuffle in and get the cards dealt. Messages for the sign of Capricorn. This general weekly reading, the 17th through the 23rd, 2017, May. Messages for the sign of Capricorn. Please bring forth any messages needed to be heard by the sign of Capricorn. Spirit guides, please be present. I thank you for this. All right. These are your cards, Capricorn. So this isn't a Monday to Sunday to Monday reading. I'm behind on the readings, but you're still getting a full 7-day reading. It's just starting at an odd time. As far as nature goes, there's no such thing anyways as calendars and time. All right, so we try to keep things as natural as possible. All right, your very first card is the Eight of Swords. It's all about restriction. Your second card is the Page of Cups. He represents imagination. Your third, the High Priestess. She's all about intuition. Your fourth card, Ace of Swords. It's all about victory. What a great card. The Fool, new beginnings. This is card number 5. Card number 6 is the Knight of Pentacles, and he's all about loyalty. And card number 7. 7 of Wands. 7 of the 7 of Wands. Endurance. All right. Have to have my stones in my hands. I need chains. That's why I'm not wearing them. They bring me comfort when I need it the most. And help with intuition as well. I'm very grateful for these things. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. 8 of Swords and restriction. So there's going to be a change in mindset, realizing for some of you that you're restricted on the job, you're restricted at your work. Some of you may be restricted within relationships and projects as well. For some of you, remember, this is a general reading, please. It may or may not resonate with you, so don't take every word literally and to heart. I can't stress enough, and I go through this with every reading, and there's always somebody saying, why didn't that mean something to me? Why? It's a general reading. Thousands of people view these videos. This cannot mean 100% specifically just for you that's watching, okay? You'll walk away with some. You may not walk away at all with anything. You say none of that. And I've had a lot of people recently saying the whole reading felt like it was for me from start to finish. So it just depends. If there's no messages here for you, then they're not meant for you at this time. It's just that simple. If you want a specific reading, a private reading that's just for you, I offer the service for that. It's down below in the description in the more area beneath the video window. Read through it once and ship me off an email and we'll take it from there. All right. just had to say that, because I don't want people flipping out about relationships being on lockdown with this card as well. See, it's not meant for everybody. I know 2 Capricorns that are married. Hi, Deb. Hey, Bug. Hey, Mike. And their relationship's not on lockdown, and they're both Capricorns. So, and their birthday's basically the same. It's the same day. So, and this is not them at all. They're very relaxed and open with each other, and they're not having problems. So they would skim right over this card for that part of it anyway. But some of you are. Some of you relationships on lockdown. It's not growing, but yet it's not ending. It's not even going side to side. It has just seemed to be frozen and stuck. There's a feeling of being stuck in that relationship. For others, I've had this before, and I don't want to get the giggles, and I don't want to hear Spirit giving me these phrases, because I had this for Leo, and it came forth in the card. And basically what it was is these restrictions could be that one of you, if you are one part of two, a couple, the one of you is not free to commit. And there are, or could be, many reasons for that. Too much responsibility. You work too much, too many bills to pay, trying to get caught up. You feel you don't have anything to offer anybody. Therefore, commitment is out of the question. For others, it's affairs of the heart, physical affairs outside of marriage, where one is not ready and able to commit in any way, shape, or form. They didn't get into it for that. They didn't get into it for the life change. They kind of fell into the situation with you. You fell into it together. And the other person's not about to pack up and go and leave their spouse. That was the furthest thing from their mind. That sounds shallow. But some people get into things and they don't stop and think about what they're getting into. There are consequences. There's a price to pay. The advice of this card is to be in control of your future. Be realistic. Regardless of what other people think, you do what you need to do. You can free yourself by being less tolerant of other people too. You lift a lot of restrictions right there, because we feel, for some people in our lives, there's something that we have to live up to, and that's restrictive, because there's certain people we get around and the guard goes up, because for one reason or another we don't want to upset them, we don't want to offend them, you don't want to get into an argument or a confrontation, so you just kind of like go with that flow for whatever your reason is. If you free these things up, it gives you freedoms to be less tolerant of people that are like that make you feel that way, that stick their nose in where it doesn't belong. You know, cut that out of your life. That doesn't serve any purpose other than somebody's nosy curiosity. Your keywords are separation, fear, burdens, lack of vision, being stuck, responsibility, and change. One being bound by too much responsibility. Okay, not getting anything else. All right, your next card, Page of Cups. He's all about imagination and emotion as well. Okay, he's a cup. The cups are the same as the hearts in the standard playing cards. Of course, it's a page, so he brings messages of a new love coming for somebody here. If this isn't a young boy or man between the ages of 15, 28, give or take a year on either end of that scale, this is somebody that's young at heart, that's going to kind of move into the picture a little bit. This person has much to offer you, believe it or not. They're not going to be a thorn in your side. This person brings a lot to the picture of your life. They're fun to be around. You feel this strong sense of friendship with them as well. And they're just downright good company. So when he shows up, he's a happy event no matter what. But for some of you, he is going to bring a message of a new love on its way. Finances as well are going to flourish, as are any projects, any ideas, any plans that you have on the go, any dreams. Now's the time to push for it, focus on it, put yourself into it, put your back into it, and you'll find it's going to come a lot easier at this time, as long as all your ducks are in a row. Don't hold back and waiting for the right time. Now is the time. The advice is for you to enjoy the lighter side of life and allow time for play and for imagination, so you'll never lose that inner child. Never be afraid to double dare on a double dare, to climb a hill just because it's there, climb a tree, hang upside down from a tree, go into a children's playground and get on a swing. All these things that help bring out the inner child. We all need that break once in a while. And for example, if we're hurting, it's the inner child that we turn inward to pacify and to baby, because that's where we begin. The very core of us, we never ever change. The outside, yes, physically, even personality-wise, but the spirit inside is still the same spirit as you were as a child. That never grows up. It never grows old. That's where our goodness comes from. When we need to pull goodness from somewhere, because now we're all adults, we're all grown up, we're all serious, we go back to our inner child. Because children, you heard the expression, out of the mouths of babes, children always speak the truth. Well, so does your inner child. It'll never steer you wrong. So you need to spend, for some of you aren't spending enough time, but the rest of you allow yourself to feel the joy of being a child. That's always a beautiful thing. Your keywords are companionship, fun, outings, imagination, love news for some, and finances for others. Your next card is the High Priestess, and she's all about intuition. She is representative of a learning energy, or a teacher or spiritual guide coming into your life as well for some of you. And some of you are ready right now. You're prime, ripe, and ready to open up the spirituality if you've never before, if this is all new to you. I met somebody recently, and they're like my age, and they never heard about reincarnation. They'd never really heard about divination, the esoteric. They really knew nothing about it, and they stumbled across tarot. That was how they found me. And he's opening himself second by second, minute by minute, by keeping an open mind. And there's a deep interest there and a curiosity to what is this other world that everybody's getting in on, because people are becoming more enlightened these days. That's part of it. And some will go out and look for inspirational teachers of some kind. So the more willing you are, the easier everything is going to come. You'll be like a sponge, absorbing everything. And it's a great way to live. Boys, oh boys, if you're going through hard times and you believe in destiny, like you believe in, like I do, I believe, and I have my reasons, as many of you do. Some people are meant to come into our lives. It was pre-written before we were born that this is the path we're going to take. And it's not the little things that you can change and say, well, there, that didn't happen at all. There's something bigger than you going on. So even though if destiny was a book, your book, and everything was written down in point form, in order, the way everything was supposed to go, There are going to be a lot of times it doesn't go that way. It doesn't mean that you still aren't on your path, on your destiny. What it means is things have shifted, changed, and it's always for the better. Even if it's something negative that happens to you, in the bigger picture, it's for the better. It gives us hope. It gives us something to hold on to and something to believe in. It shows the power of the universe and of the Creator as well. So for some of you, you're opening yourselves up and becoming more involved and more deeply pulled into that esoteric world. Some of you may be looking, and you may need to spend some alone time to find that place. And don't hesitate to do that. You need to connect with your inner self. Not may, you will. Yeah, you need to. Yeah. For some of you, there's a secret around you right now, or a brand new situation that is yet to unfold that you know nothing about. This is for some of you, not everybody. Also for some of you, somebody could take you into their confidence about something really big, huge, in your world, and in their world it's big. May not matter to you or me, but for somebody, you're going to be taken into somebody's confidence. A big secret's going to be shared. You're going to be given an awareness and be privy to, before anybody else, what's going on. I just heard you're going to have a hard time being quiet about it and not repeating what you were told in confidence, and you're going to have a bit of a fight. You'll be biting your tongue a lot because you were sworn to secrecy, to not say anything. I can't see what it is. It's a big secret. It's a fat secret. That's what I just heard. It's a fat secret. The advice of the card at this point is to keep your thoughts and feelings to yourself. When you feel nudged to do so, listen to it. When you feel that your intuition going, don't say anything, don't say anything. Bite your tongue, bite your lip, and don't do it. Listen to your intuition. And you will be like, later on, you'll know why you felt compelled to just stand back and not say anything. You're just going to be, and I almost said, if I had said that, oh my God. And this is going to be your reaction. That you're going to feel like you got through something by the skin of your teeth by not saying anything. Take time to concentrate on your spiritual interest above everything else right now, especially on this day. Listen to your intuition. Your right teacher, anybody looking for a teacher, that teacher's going to appear when the time is right. And when you're ready for the lessons that need to be learned, yeah, there's a time and a place for that. Your keywords are wisdom and secrets and discretion and teachings and spiritual work, visions and dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. Your next card is the Ace of Swords, and this is all about reaching a decision that's been pondering, because this is swords. It's all of your awareness in your mind, and this sword is stabbing down very firmly, standing there on its own. It is cutting through illusion. It is cutting through confusion and bringing a lot of clarity into your mind. Some of you have a huge decision to make right here in the forefront of your life. We make decisions every day, but on this day, there's something very important that you need to make a call on. And when you do, victory will be yours. I'm hearing doesn't matter which way you go. You can't go wrong. Whatever way you go is going to be the correct way. This ace brings a breakthrough from uncertainty. Any delays or to any plans that you may have had are going to come to an end as well. Cutting through confusion to empower success. New beginnings for others in relationships. There's going to be a sense of mental clarity for somebody, and a sharp wit as well, especially if you find yourself in a courtroom. If you use your sharpened wit, then you're going to stay ahead of the game, and victory will be yours in that case as well. You'll come out successful. The advice is to use your intelligence on this day. bar none across the board. Leave emotionality out of it. Pull yourself emotionally out on this day. That was 17th, 18th, the 20th, whatever day that falls on. I'm not going to haul my calendar up again. Whatever day the 20th falls on, remove your emotional side. Look at everything objectively. Look at everything realistically, logically. This is the day to do it. Use your intelligence and victory will be yours. You'll have a great day. Everything will go your way. Just don't get emotional. Don't get upset. Don't get mad. Don't get passive where you kind of like slouch off. Don't do that either. Keywords are beginning, decisions, action, clarity, determination, solutions, and ideas on this day. Your next card is the Fool, and it's all about new beginnings. All about it. This is on the 21st. This card shows up that shows for some of you, you're on the brink of a brand new path right now in your life. For some of you, there's a wonderful chance waiting at the end of this path for you. So some of you, you listen to your intuition and decide which choices to make and which roads to go down, either literally or metaphorically. Doesn't matter. Go with your gut. Go with your intuition. It's not going to guide you wrong on this day. There's something waiting for you. And you're going to, for those of you, when it comes, that's special, whatever that is, it's coming. That's a day that's going to do it for you. It's going to seal it. You're going to be locked into spirituality like there's no tomorrow. You will be a believer of all these things. You will see the proof laying in front of you, and there's no other way to explain it. This was part of your destiny and was calling to you, and you knew that. And there it was. A great moment for somebody out there. Huge, huge moment. The card is suggesting you need to follow your destiny, so use your intuition on that, as I had said. But be practical about your daily dreams, your fantasies. Try to remain as realistic as you can. Don't be looking to climb the biggest mountain when you're not even sure if you get to the mediocre one. Don't do that. Be realistic of what you're capable of and what you should be dreaming for to benefit yourself and everybody else in your life. Your intuition's definitely going to guide you. Focus on your goals as well. Don't be distracted by other people. Don't let them get in the way of things. Reinvent yourself for some of you at this time, and you may find yourself doing that anyway without being hinted to do. You may have that urge. And for somebody out there, they're going, yes, I'm glad this card came up because that's how I've been feeling. And now it's been confirmed. I'm going to reinvent myself. And I've already got plans, and I already know how things are going to change. You can go ahead and start implementing them. That's what the card is here for. For some of you, you're looking at a brighter future in a brand new territory. And some of you may be taking a long trip over land or sea. The advice is to look before you leap, but if you like what you see and your instincts are singing sweet music to you, go ahead and jump in, whatever it is you see. Risk and innocence, departure, discovery journeys, and starting over are your keywords for this card. Your next card is the Knight of Pentacles, and he represents loyalty. This is a great energy to have in your life, Capricorn. Let me see here, just one moment. Long reading too, sorry about that, guys. So when this guy shows up, he's very slow, he's very steady, he's methodical, he's thoughtful, and he plans every move with care. In this case, I'm feeling out of 100%, 80%, this is the energy of this day, is what it is. So this is day 6. I've lost the dates, okay? You guys can figure it out. But this is day 6 for you. This is the energy that will prevail on this day. For the rest of you, this is an actual person, somebody that you know. And the way you can identify him is he's not known to be charming at all. But he's very loyal. He's very trustworthy. He's very intelligent as well. Everybody takes this guy seriously. Nobody ever cracks a smile because that's the way he is. So, kind of nerdy as well. That's a big part of it. But if this guy comes in and says he's going to help you with something, he sees it through to the very, very end. So you may get an offer of help from him, or you may find yourself going to him asking for his support on this day, should you recognize this person. He brings a lot of potential to just about everything he touches. So he's highly respected. He's just not, people aren't like crazy about him. They're not like, oh, I love that guy, because they don't. They just have a respect for him because of who he is. He's very intelligent, very smart, very loyal, very trustworthy. He's all the things that count, that make a good person. For some of you, this could be a real estate transaction as well, because this guy here, he seems to have a nose for that kind of thing. Getting the best deal on a property. He just seems to have a nose. So for somebody out there, that's what this could come to. This could be your guy. This could be a lawyer to finish up ownership, papers, transfers of ownership. This could be a real estate agent. Or this could just be somebody that just works off to the side. They do this, I can't think of the word. Freelancing. It could be a freelancer as well. Or it could just be somebody you know that has their foot on the inside on a property and they know it inside and out. And they can help you with that. So bring things to light that you had no idea about. For some of you as well, this is the perfect time to start thinking about making some long-term financial decisions for your future. The advice is hard graft is not exciting, but it does bring out great fulfillment. So when you throw yourself hard into something, yeah, you may sweat and you may not like it, but at the end you'll be glad and you look back and go, I'm glad that I sweated so hard and I worked so hard because now here's the payoff. Wonderful stuff. I got a good feeling off of that right there, the heat off of that. Your keywords are order, planning, trust, work, property, investments. And that's that. So your last card is the Seven of Wands. And it's all about having endurance. Don't you hate when that happens? For some of you, there's a dispute over territory that's coming up. This could be fighting over your backyard, property line. This could be a community-based thing where territory and boundaries are being crossed and you're cramping the style of the community and they're not liking it. For some of you, this is a fight you're going to find yourself fighting for your relationship. Integrity is going to come into play as well. Somebody's going to put up some direct resistance to any plans that you have on this day. So prepare yourself for that, Capricorn. You may find yourself defending another person as well on this day, or speaking on the behalf of a group. The advice is to communicate clearly, then negotiate. Take the higher moral ground at all times, Capricorn. Do everything right. Endurance is going to come. You're going to need it. You're going to need courage as well. And you know what? Once you start to milk off of those, it'll come in big and strong, and you'll have everything you need to get through whatever this is that you're going to need courage and endurance for. But it's ending in success. Whatever it is on this day, only you can answer that. It's different for everybody. Your keywords are defense and resilience, protection, opposition, territory, and force. Some of you, I just heard that somebody's going to feed you some garbage and it's over territory. And they're going to tell you you have no rights and you have no say. And I can tell you right now, don't listen to that person. Do your own background work. Do your own. They're lying to you. They're intimidating you. They're trying to impose what they want you to do onto you. So you be very careful about that. I just got that. Be very careful on that last day, on that seventh day. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope you took something from it, and I hope it meant something to you, and I hope it helps you a little bit as well. I'd like to say thank you to all the viewers and all the subscribers. Thank you very much. Each and every one of you is appreciated, and you all count. My, I don't say my, I say our group on Facebook under Bay of Fundy Fortunes. I say our because it belongs to everybody. It's not just me. I'm just the founder. But it's a great group. Everybody there watching this video, you're all welcome to come and join us. We have a lot of fun in there sometimes. Yeah, we do. We're all like-minded, and we're all on the same page. Everybody gets along very, very well. There has not been a problem. So for the rest of you, if you're looking for me, you can always find me right here in Bay of Funny Fortunes, or down below, walking along the beach, along the water's edge. And those waters are the highest tides in the world, the beautiful, bountiful Bay of Fundy. And you'll find me down there, you'll find me down here, transfixed, because I'm a high tide junkie, and I'm always waiting on the next high tide. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I hope you all come back next week, and I hope this week is a good one. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.